You meet a woman. She is interested. She is attentive. She asks about your life, your work, your plans, and you feel seen, you feel wanted. Finally, someone who appreciates you for who you are. But 6 months later, a year later, maybe even 5 years later, you realize something that makes your stomach turn. She never wanted you. She wanted what you could provide, your income, your stability, and by the time you figure it out, you've already invested years, money, and emotional energy into someone who saw you as a utility, not a partner. Today, I am going to expose the 5 signs that she wants your resources, not you. These aren't suspicions. These aren't paranoia. These are patterns. And if you are a man over 50, especially if you've built something, you need to know them. Because the cost of missing these signs isn't just money. It is years of your life you'll never get back. Before I give you the 5 signs, I need to be honest about something uncomfortable. This isn't about all women. This isn't even about most women. But it is about a type of woman. A woman who has learned that relationships are transactions, that men are resources to be extracted, that love is something you perform to get what you need. And here is what makes it so dangerous. She doesn't necessarily see herself as using you. She might genuinely believe she cares about you. But when you look at her actions, not her words, the pattern is clear. She is building a relationship with your resources, not with you as a person. And the difference, it will cost you everything. Sign number 1. She showed up when you were stable, not when you were struggling. Think back to when you met her. Where were you in life? Were you established, financially solid homeowner? Good job, retirement account? Or were you rebuilding? Starting over, in transition. Here is the pattern. Women who want your resources show up when you are stable. They're not there during the struggle. They're not there when you are figuring things out. They're not there when you are broke or rebuilding or uncertain about your future. They show up when the hard work is done and the benefits are visible. And here is how you test this. Ask yourself, if I lost everything tomorrow, would she stay? If the house was gone, the job was gone, the income was cut in half, would she still choose me? If the honest answer is no, or if you are not sure, that tells you something. She didn't choose you. She chose your stability, and stability can be taken from anyone. But you are irreplaceable, unless she sees you as replaceable, which is exactly what resource-focused women do. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Isn't it normal for women to be attracted to stability? Yes, absolutely. But there is a difference. A woman who values you sees stability as a bonus. A woman who values your resources sees stability as the requirement. One is choosing you and appreciating what you've built. The other is choosing what you've built and tolerating you to access it. Feel the difference. Sign number 2. Her interest in you correlates directly with what you provide. Pay attention to this one because it is subtle but devastating. When you take her out to nice dinners, buy her gifts, pay for trips, handle her problems, does her affection increase? When you are generous, is she more attentive, more affectionate, more available? And when you pull back on providing, when you are stressed about money, when you need to be more careful with spending, does she become distant, cold, critical? If her warmth rises and falls with your generosity, you are in a transactional relationship. Because here is what real love looks like. Her affection for you stays consistent whether you are spending money or saving it, whether you are taking her to expensive restaurants or making dinner at home, whether you are buying gifts or just spending time together. Real connection doesn't have a price tag. Transactional connection does, and here is the test that reveals everything. Stop providing for a month, not as a game, not as manipulation, but genuinely pull back, be honest. Say, I need to be more careful with money right now. I am prioritizing savings. Let's do free or low cost things for a while. Watch what happens. A woman who values you will understand. She'll adapt. She'll enjoy your company regardless. A woman who values your resources will become resentful. She'll complain. She'll compare you to what you used to do. She'll make you feel like you are failing her. That is not love. That is extraction. Sign number 3. She asks what you do before she asks who you are. Think back to your early conversations. What did she want to know? Did she ask about your job, your career, what you do for a living before she asked about your interests, your values, what matters to you? Did she ask where you live before she asked what makes you happy? Did she ask about your assets before she asked about your dreams? The order of questions reveals priority. A woman interested in you as a person wants to know what makes you tick. What you care about, what you've learned, what you value. Your job is context. Your income is background. But you, your mind, your character, your story. That is what she is curious about. A woman interested in your resources does it backwards. She establishes your economic value first. What you do, where you work, what you drive, where you live. She is conducting an assessment, and once she determines you meet her resource requirements, then she'll get to know you. But that getting to know you is secondary. It is the performance required to access what she actually wants. Listen to the order of her curiosity. It tells you everything. Sign number 4. She has plans for your money, but no investment in your life. This one is big. Does she talk about things you should buy, places you should go, upgrades you should make, all using your resources? Does she have opinions about how you should spend your money, especially when it benefits her? Does she suggest you handle her expenses, her bills, her problems, framed as if you are a team even though her contribution is minimal? But here is the other side. Does she invest in your life? Does she support your goals that don't benefit her? Does she encourage your hobbies even when they take time away from her? Does she show up for you emotionally when you are struggling? Does she sacrifice anything for your well-being? A real partner invests time, energy, emotional support, compromise. She gives, not just takes. She builds you up even when there is no immediate benefit to her. A resource extractor takes. She has plans for what you have. She has expectations of what you should provide. But she invests nothing except the performance required to keep you providing. Here is the clearest example. You are stressed about work. You are struggling with something difficult. You need support. Does she show up? Does she listen? Does she help you process it? Or does she get frustrated that you are unavailable? Annoyed that you are distracted? Resentful that your stress is affecting her experience? That tells you whether she sees you as a human with needs or a resource that is currently malfunctioning. Before I give you the 5th sign, which is the most revealing of all. If you are watching this and recognizing patterns you've ignored, hit that subscribe button right now. This channel exists to protect men over 50 from costly mistakes, financial, emotional, and relational. Every subscription helps this reach more men who need to see these patterns before they lose years and resources to the wrong person. Sign number 5. She is never satisfied, no matter what you provide. This is the sign that confirms everything. You take her to a nice restaurant, she wishes you'd gone somewhere better. You buy her a gift, she mentions what she really wanted. You plan a trip, she talks about where you should have gone. You solve one problem, she immediately has another. You meet one expectation, she raises it. Nothing you provide is ever enough. Because here is the truth about resource extraction. It is infinite. There is no amount of giving that satisfies someone who sees you as a source, not a person. A woman who values you appreciates what you do. She sees your effort. She recognizes your generosity. She feels gratitude, and that gratitude makes her want to give back, to reciprocate, to invest in you. A woman who values your resources sees everything you provide as baseline, as expectation, as what you should do. And she is always measuring it against what else you could provide, against what other men provide, against some impossible standard that keeps moving the moment you reach it. Here is how you know. Does she ever say, "You've done so much for me. I appreciate you. Thank you," and mean it? Not as manipulation, not as performance, but as genuine recognition of your effort and generosity. Or does she treat everything you do as if it is owed, as if it is the minimum, as if you are always slightly disappointing? That is not a partner. That is a client who thinks you are underperforming. Now let me tell you what happens when you are with a woman who actually values you, not your resources. She appreciates small things. She notices when you are thoughtful. She reciprocates in whatever ways she can. She builds you up. She supports your goals even when they don't benefit her. She is consistent in her affection whether you are spending money or not. She asks about you, not just about what you can do for her. She invests in the relationship emotionally, not just financially. She sacrifices for your well-being like you sacrifice for hers. She makes you feel valued as a person, not as a provider. That is the difference. And once you feel the difference, you can't unsee it. So here is what I need you to do. Look at your relationship honestly, not at what you hope it is, not at what she says it is, at what the pattern actually shows. Does she show up when you are struggling or only when you are stable? Does her affection correlate with what you provide? Did she assess your resources before she got to know you? Does she have plans for your money but no investment in your life? Is she never satisfied no matter what you do? If you are seeing 3 out of 5, you are in a transactional relationship. If you are seeing 4 or 5, you are being used. And the question isn't whether she is a bad person. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Here is the hard truth. Women who see men as resources don't change. They don't wake up one day and suddenly value you as a person, instead of a provider. They might promise to. They might perform change temporarily when they sense you are pulling away. But the core pattern remains, because it is not about you, it is about how she views relationships fundamentally. And that doesn't shift because you gave more, loved harder, or proved yourself better. You cannot earn genuine love from someone who sees you transactionally. You can only provide more until you have nothing left. So what do you do? First, stop providing and see what remains. If the relationship collapses when you stop being generous, it was never real. Second, have the honest conversation. Tell her what you are seeing. Watch whether she gets defensive or reflective. Whether she makes excuses or takes responsibility, whether she changes behavior or just changes promises. Third, decide if you are willing to live in a transactional relationship. Some men are. They accept it as the price of companionship. But they do it with eyes open, not with illusions. And fourth, if you are not willing, walk away, not with bitterness, not with anger, but with clarity that you deserve someone who values you, not just what you can provide. Subscribe to this channel right now. Every week I am exposing patterns that cost men over 50 their peace, their resources and their lives, financial manipulation, relationship exploitation, emotional games. I break them down so you can see them before they break you. Subscribe, don't miss another warning. Hit that like button. That like tells the algorithm that men need this information, that protective content matters, that we're not going to pretend these patterns don't exist. Just because they're uncomfortable to name, your like reaches another man who is being drained right now and doesn't even realize it. Comment below honestly, have you seen these signs? Did you ignore them? What happened? Or if you are with a woman who genuinely values you, what does that look like? How is it different? Your experience in the comments creates community, and that community protects other men from making costly mistakes. Share this video with someone who needs it. The man who is giving everything and getting nothing real in return. The divorced man entering the dating world who doesn't know what to watch for. The friend who is being taken advantage of but can't see it yet. Send this to him. You might save him years of pain. Here is the bigger truth. This video was about recognizing women who want your resources. But the deeper issue is this. Why do you accept it? Why do men over 50? Men who've built something, men who've worked hard and sacrificed, accept relationships where they're valued for what they provide instead of who they are. Often it is loneliness, fear of being alone, fear that if you have standards you'll end up with nobody. But here is what I need you to understand. Being alone is better than being with someone who sees you as a resource. Solitude is better than extraction. Peace by yourself is better than being drained by someone who pretends to care. You've spent decades building your life. Don't let someone take it simply because you are afraid of protecting it. You deserve a woman who values you, not your house, not your income, not your stability. You, your mind, your character, your presence, your humanity. And those women exist. But you'll never find one while you are settling for someone who sees you as a wallet with a heartbeat, Raise your standards, protect your resources, value yourself enough to walk away from anyone who doesn't value you. Subscribe, like, comment, share. And most importantly, pay attention to the patterns. They tell you everything. The 5 signs are clear. She showed up when you were stable. Her affection correlates with what you provide. She assessed your resources before knowing you. She has plans for your money, but no investment in your life. She is never satisfied. See the pattern, trust the pattern, and protect yourself. You've earned that.